Once upon a time, in a sunny, green meadow filled with cheerful dandelions, lived a tortoise named Toby. Now, Toby wasn't just any tortoise. He had a passion, a dream that made his little heart beat faster: tennis. He had his own tiny racket, a collection of bright yellow tennis balls, and a love for the game that was bigger than his shell. There was just one small problem. Toby was, well, a tortoise. He was slow. Very slow. While other animals zoomed and zipped across the court, Toby moved with a steady, unhurried pace. One bright morning, the annual meadow tennis tournament was announced. The grand prize was a shiny, golden tennis ball trophy. Toby's eyes sparkled. He knew he had to enter it. His first opponent was Flash, a rabbit known for his lightning-fast speed and, unfortunately, his rather large ego. As they walked onto the court, Flash couldn't help but snicker. A tortoise playing tennis. This will be over before you even reach the net, Slowpoke, he boasted to the crowd, who giggled nervously. Toby just smiled a calm, gentle smile, adjusted his little sweatband, and said, "Let's just play our best, Flash." The match began. Asterisk whoosh. Asterisk Flash served the ball with incredible speed. It was a blur of yellow. The ball zipped past Toby before he could even lift his racket. "Point, Flash," the umpire chirped. Flash did a little victory dance. "Too fast for you, Toby," he taunted. Again and again, Flash's serves were like rockets. He was winning point after point, and his boasting grew louder with each one. He'd dash to the left, leap to the right, and barely break a sweat. Toby, meanwhile, kept missing the ball. The score was climbing rapidly in Flash's favor. The crowd started to whisper, "Poor Toby, he doesn't stand a chance." But Toby wasn't discouraged. He didn't get angry or frustrated. He just kept his eyes on the ball, his mind focused. He noticed something interesting. Flash was so confident in his speed that he was getting a little sloppy. He wasn't aiming his shots carefully. He was just hitting them as hard as he could, expecting Toby to miss. But Toby took a deep breath. He remembered his grandpa's advice. "It's not always about being the fastest, Toby. It's about being the smartest and the steadiest." So Toby changed his strategy. He stopped trying to run for the ball. Instead, he watched Flash. He anticipated where the ball would land based on Flash's hurried movements. He positioned himself perfectly, using his strong shell to his advantage. Asterisk bam. Asterisk Flash hit another powerful shot, but this time Toby was ready. He didn't run, he was already there. He held his racket firm and asterisk. He returned the ball. It wasn't a fast return, but it was perfectly placed, landing just inside the line on the other side of the court. Flash, who was busy admiring his own powerful swing, was caught completely by surprise. He scrambled, but it was too late. "Point, Toby." The umpire called out. The crowd gasped. Flash looked stunned. The game had changed. Flash was still fast, but he was starting to get tired and frustrated. His powerful shots were becoming wild and unpredictable. Toby, on the other hand, was a wall of calm. He returned every ball that came his way with steady, patient precision. He wasn't fast, but he was consistent. His focus was unbreakable. Slowly but surely, Toby started winning points. One by one, he clawed his way back. The crowd, which had been laughing at him, was now cheering his name. Go, Toby, go. Finally, it was match point. Toby's serve wasn't a fast serve, but it was a clever one, with a tricky spin. Flash, exhausted and flustered, lunged for the ball, but his tired legs couldn't get there in time. The ball bounced twice. The crowd erupted in a massive cheer. Toby the Tortoise had won. He had beaten the fastest runner in the meadow. Flash stood there, panting and defeated. He couldn't believe it. Toby walked slowly over to the net. He didn't gloat or boast. He simply held out his hand and said, "That was a great game. Flash, you are an amazing player." Humbled, Flash shook Toby's hand. "You too, Toby," he said quietly. "You taught me that being fast isn't everything. Your patience and determination are your real strengths." Toby the Tortoise held up his shiny golden tennis ball trophy, his heart filled with joy. He had proved to everyone and to himself that with focus, determination, and a steady heart, even the slowest among us can achieve the greatest victories. So remember, it's not always about how fast you start, but about your will to never give up. Thanks for watching our story today. If you enjoyed Toby's adventure, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tales from the meadow. See you next time.